Well, it's another day, and we've been blessed with a little bit of rain. Not a lot. I ain't seen my gorilla cart. I think it's not even sitting down. That's my unofficial rain gauge. If there ain't no water in it, then we really didn't get no rain. That's not necessarily true, but I have seen it rain enough to fill it up. So anyway, I got a chicken coop I'm trying to build. And Mother Nature decided to throw me some rain this morning. But I still got a chicken coop to build, so I'm going to see what I can do because it's not raining now. According to the weather, it's not supposed to rain no more. So we're going to try to get some stuff done, but I don't have my mic on and I don't have my tripod because, there's not a whole lot better life in this camera. So anyway, we're going to make do with what we got. Okay, so it's going to be kind of tricky to do this because I'm not going to be able to build this the same way I built that because I got some different variables going on here. What I've got to do is I'm going to have to put that side together, attach it, run this one by up this way the way I want it at an angle. It's a little bit of an angle, not much, but I want to run it at an angle. And so what I got to do is piece these boards up here, run that board across the top here, and then take it down so I can take this metal, attach it to that thing the way I want to, because I don't really want a dead space in this board too much. It's got a little bit of dead space in it, but not much. I don't want that much of a space in the board itself. I thought I put some nails in it too, but I guess I didn't. I intended to, but I didn't. So yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna put a couple nails in it because I didn't do that. I don't want the potential for wasps and stuff getting in between the walls and building a nest. If I can help it, I want to discourage that as much as I can. But I want to take these boards across here, and what I'm going to do is each board, I'm just going to make them a little bit taller because I need 30 inches on that front board right there. Need 30 inches on that front board and 28 inches on the back. Theoretically, there's a 2-inch slope. It don't really look like it, but anyway, if it can just make the rain wash off the top of it, I'll be good. All right, so now I got this board attached. I can take this row of screws here out and trim it down, and then when I get back in here, I get attach that, and I was worried about not having enough metal. Yeah, it worked out. It did what I need to do. So I'm going to have these two sides. The front won't get, well, it could. I could probably get metal on the front, but I don't know. We'll see. But I got to take this off, trim that off, and then put it back up there. This board right here, it's got to be moved back because I'm going to have to put a board across here. And then these front boards, I have to attach, to this and that. So this has to be moved back. And then it'll attach here. Now, is that the way I wanted it to work? But hey, you do what you can, right? That's what you got to do. So anyway, and then I got to put a board across the back. And we'll get a roof started on this thing. And then, like I said, that piece of metal will get attached a little better, just like it'll get attached a little bit better to this. And we're making progress. All right, so I'm making progress on this little shack, and I had a moment of reflection. I started my adulthood in the 80s, and I started putting things together and fixing stuff. And in the 80s, I guess there was electrical tools and stuff, but I pretty much know for a fact that there wasn't no lithium-ion batteries to speak of, and there might have been in some lab somewhere at some exotic price. But nowadays, cordless tools are a thing. I mean, it's commonplace. Everywhere you find them, everywhere you go, people have cordless tools. And so I've just determined, just had this revelation in my head. I am so glad As much as I think about the old days and the when I was a kid days, I am glad that I don't have to build stuff with hammer and nails. It's especially important to me that I don't have to build things with hammer and nail because I'm blind in my right eye. And I was taught by old carpenter that you sighted down the hammer to hit your nail. When you got good at it, you can hit that nail maybe 3 times and have it in. And I will never get good at using a hammer because if I sight down the hammer with my right hand, which I am right-handed primarily, if I sight down my right hand, I ain't gonna see my nail. It's literally a blind man trying to use a hammer. So I got a cordless drill, and that's when I got out of prison. That's the first thing I said. I'm getting me a cordless drill. Won't be no more hammers in my life. And for the most part, there's not. Well, as you can see, 2 bars. But I have made enough progress to be able to show you what I plan to do from here. I plan to put a swinging door here that locks down for the most part. There's going to be a roost across here on these blocks. And then there will be a front wall with a door that opens up so you can let the rooster in. I'm thinking if I put a board on this side and a board on that side, then that'll be enough. I think that'll give me enough where I can just get a piece of plywood and make a door. I've got this piece of plywood here on this door, but yeah, I think I'll use the hinges, but I think I'll come up with some something new for the, I put a nail in there to hold that metal, and of course it missed the board by that much, just that much. Yeah. All right, well, I'll probably have to move it then. Oh, I hit the board on the other side, though. Now, if I'd wanted to miss the board, I would hit the board right dead center. Well, yeah, I'll probably have to change that. I don't know. It feels tight, but yeah, I know how that goes. But, yeah. And like I said, what I'll have to do is I'll have to take this threshold, this board here, and move it back in so that the board I run here, the board I run on that side, they'll have something attached to. I may just go ahead and attach that board to the outside like I want to. I would still have to move it back a little bit. But then I would have to put a board back here. Because I need this board for the cross there for the roof. And the roof, I've got a piece of this metal right here that's not stupid buttons. I don't even know which one I touched. But I touched one and killed the video. Okay. Before I was rudely interrupted, I think I got a piece of metal like this that'll fit my roof. Let me pause this for a second. Yeah. There we go. That's what I'll use for a roof. And I'll attach it to the 1x. And the sides, of course. And maybe trim it off, I don't know. It's kind of beat up on this side. I might flip it around so this side don't show so bad. I will eventually have to paint this thing or something. The missus is always so proud of the stuff I build, but later on she'll be talking about something and she'll talk about how she's doesn't like the way it looks. So I tried to build stuff nice, but well, with the cost of materials and the fact you have to build stuff just the way you can with what you got, here we go. And this is what a chicken coop looks like when you build it out of rough cut oak that you paid $1 a board for, and a handful of screws, and a mobile home door, and a piece of the leftover sheet metal from somewhere, and a battery that won't live a project. Okay, so I got the back door kind of the way I want it. It's gonna have a block that goes down like that and up. So you clean it out. Let's see if it'll lock now, because I didn't want to lock. No, I don't want to lock. My block is not right. My door don't actually want to work the way I want to. But anyway, that block is supposed to lock the door. As you can see, it was locked. Now, I think part of it is as metal. It's holding it. I think that's part of it. But when it's actually closed, let me show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like closed. As you can see from the side, there's a big gap on both sides. So I've got to figure out a way to block that in. All right. Peace. Okay, so I ran out of battery, but the back door is on. I'm not going to open it again because it ain't right. I'm going to have to do something different. I don't know what, but it's on. I may just get me a dang little slide boat, you know. I don't know. I'll do something because it doesn't want to work this way. It's on though. It's closed. I put a piece of plywood down the side. Right here, I just cut the dang door just too short. I know I measured it 32, so if I measured it 33, I guess it would have worked. Or if I'd pushed it over that way, I don't know. That's probably what it would have worked. Because, yeah, this is 3/4, and that's almost flush. Almost a flush edge right there. But the gap is closed on both sides. I got to put some tape on the roof a little bit. Got some of this silver, some of this aluminum tape. I can cover up them holes in the roof. Put the roosting bars in. All it needs now is the front. So, yeah. I'll use those hinges off that door on this door. But I got to put this phone on a charger. So, there's that. And I think what I'll end up doing is just putting the board in here and backing it up with a piece of plywood or something right back here. Oh, not sure is that what I'll do. But I'll do something. And then make a door. And that'll be ready to go now.